Hi, tell me your first name.
Tim.
Tim. Okay, now you've had a Relax Sauna for about 6 years.
Somewhere there, 6, 7 maybe.
Okay, and tell me about your business, and then you can tell us a little bit about the Relax Sauna and how it relates. But I want to promote you before you say a little bit about the Relax Sauna, because what you do adds credibility to your experience with the Relax Sauna. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a dowser and a radionics specialist, meaning that I am a specialist in subtle energy type work. I can both analyze animals, crops, homes, environmental issues, or people even remotely, and we also do energy balancing remotely. So that's my thing, alternative health coaching. We try to help people solve problems and make their life better in many, many different ways.
And we're at the Psychotronics Convention, which is an organization that's been around for 40 years, promoting energy medicine as a healing modality.
Right.
And so I met you here 10, 20, 30 years ago. I don't know, 10, 20 years.
No, I don't think it was that many years ago, but quite a while ago.
Quite a while. And so tell us what you do and how effective, and let's see what we can do to assist you and assist people to discover what you do, because what you do may benefit them a lot.
Well, let's just maybe shorten, I'll summarize a little bit. I can analyze anybody with nothing but a hair sample on them, no matter where they are in the world. And, so I get sent people's samples to analyze them, tap on them, and identify what their problems are remotely from all over the world, really. And it seems like I get the worst of the worst of the worst cases when people have already been all over the place and still have problems they just can't get to the root of. A lot of people in the allopathic, or rather the Western medicine system, just treat the symptoms and don't get to the cause behind the cause. And that's our specialty. We really can narrow down, without making medical claims. We seem to be able to get to the root of the cause of people's problems and help them get closure on things and have a happier, healthier life. So that's my thing. No medical claims, but there's hundreds and hundreds of clients that we've had over the last 18 years that are much better off today. Many of them alive that otherwise wouldn't have been alive today.
For sure, yes.
Because of what we do, and the far infrared saunas are just one of these tools that I like to see people use because they test out so well.
What have you discovered with the Relax Sauna in the testing? Like before people get in and after they get out?
Yeah, it's great for detoxing, just for the general health. Look, I don't get wowed by claims that are in advertising. What I'm wowed by is the results of my equipment.
Yes.
There is no fooling that. I've never known in 18 years of doing this every day, I've never seen it be wrong once. And when we get someone in the far infrared, let's say we test them before they get in it, identify their general vitality, maybe test the hemoglobin, the energy of their blood, their lymphatics, their pineal or pituitary gland, or we can test almost anything and take a measure of that, as well as their heavy metals, that sort of thing. And then we have them get in, and I can test them while they're in it, because from the quantum effect with radionics, you can do it from anywhere. And so what we see is a general raising of the energy and the hemoglobin of their blood, which goes all over their body. I see, especially in their lymphatics and their overall blood and function, it improves them. They're energized, and we see toxins and poisons and things decrease. So, look, I'm not a scientist in this. I'm not going to try to explain it to satisfy their terminology. What I do know is that when I test it on them, it raises across the board. I've never seen anybody yet that it was harmful for. So I think you could, as a general public, using one of these in their own home, it's a blessing.
Now, you've had a lot of people, like you actually work with electromagnetic frequencies, which is called EMF.
Yes.
And a lot of times people are concerned about the EMF in the Relax Sauna, and you actually help people with these issues. And what kind of problems have you had with EMF in the Relax Sauna?
That's something that I really, to be truthful, I haven't I haven't even been concerned about the EMF to even take a meter to it, because whatever it's putting out, let's just put it this way, when I measure it on the body, I don't care what a meter says, when I measure it, the effects biologically on the blood, on the lymphatic, and on the tissue, and on their immune system function in general, and I see it pop up, you know, substantially, 10, 20, 30% within, you know, half an hour, I don't need to know anymore. I already know that it's beneficial for the person that's in it. So you can play all kinds of games with statistics, but the point is it has a general uplifting effect, energetic effect on the human body, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the end of the story for me, because it, you know, we all get exposed to a certain amount of EMF in our world. And in fact,
they said this room is terrible.
Yeah,
you know.
we use EMFs even as in a pulsed fashion to solve a lot of problems, to heal bones and get rid of cancer. And I've seen that directly, personally, with many of my clients. So just being scared of EMF is, look, you can drown in water. That doesn't mean we should outlaw water.
Yes.
It means use it responsibly, you know, put on a life jacket if you don't swim. Okay?
Right, exactly.
But in this case, it doesn't bother me at all if there's a little EMF in here, because I know the overall effect of that far infrared wavelength is tremendously healthy for the body. Okay.
How does the Relax Sauna compared with other infrared saunas you've been in? Have you had enough experience? Because you got one of these from us about 6-7 years ago.
I have seen others that do not put out the same quality or percentage of the infrared wavelength. There are others out there that are, I guess I would call them kind of rip-off Me Too models that are sold for less, and they do not have the same therapeutic effect. But I don't want to get into
sure.
You know, we like to keep it on the positive side. What I know is that this works, and so that's why I'm glad to sit down and say thumbs up, Phil.
I wanted to let the public know that they can go to relaxsaunas.com, Relax Saunas with an S, and find out more about the Relax Sauna. But I think what you offer is incredible. You have a nonprofit organization, and you have a phone number or an email.
Well, our Quantum Life mission
is
based on donation only.
Yeah.
And that phone number, the office there is 507-787-2397. Again, 787-2397. We're in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we don't charge for our services. It's based on donation. And we have been able to help an awful lot of people, because this is a form of spiritual healing, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
Energy work. So,
all right. All right. Well, that's great. And I thank you for sharing with us, because you're like one of the people in electronics in the world. You seem to be one of the wisest.
Thank you.
And I know you're well respected here at this conference. We've been meeting at this conference for about 10, 12, 15 years.
Yeah, I've seen you around a lot of corners.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Tim.
All right, Phil.
Okay.